Uh, The TMP Lady Monarchs go in search of their fourth win in a row as they return to Mid-Continent League play tonight with a matchup with the Trego Golden Eagles. Welcome into Albilinger Fieldhouse for a Tuesday night Mid-Continent League showdown, along with studio producer and engineer Jeff Likert, the KHAZ Studios, and Hays Post producer Harrison Britt. I'm Jonathan Swiger as you get you set for TMP Lady Monarch basketball. Last Friday night, the Lady Monarchs had no problems in a 68-21 rout of Abilene. JC Von Linnell in her first career start poured in a career-high 28 points, pulled down 10 rebounds, and was just a steal shy of her first ever career triple-double. She had 9 steals in that contest. Emily Lane added another double-double. She had 14 points and pulled down 13 rebounds for the Lady Monarchs, who improved to 10-2 on the season. Tonight they will welcome to town the Trego Golden Eagles. Trego took care of the Plainville Cardinals last Thursday, 78-19, to move to 10-3 on the season, and are now 4-1 in the Mid-Continent League and ranked 8th this week in the 2A coaches rankings. TMP, after being ranked in each of the last 2 coaches rankings in Class 3A, fell out of the poll today. Earlier this year, the consolation semifinal matchup of the MCL tournament saw TMP eke by Trego, winning by 7, 47-40. Emily Lane led the way with 26 points for the Lady Monarchs. Monarchs have won 3 straight, 9 of their last 10, while Trego has won 2 straight, but is just 3-3 over their last 6 games. Let's take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get a chance to hear from Coach Rose McFarland on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza and online at comparebycoverage.com.
Back into Albilinger Fieldhouse, more of our pregame shows. We're joined now by Coach Rose McFarland. Her thoughts brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. Coach, you get a nice win over Abilene last time out, able to really kind of get out to a quick start and never look back. I had a couple days to think about it, walk through some game film. What'd you take away?
Well, it was probably one of our more complete games. We always do a little grade card after the game to see how we did in different categories, offense, defense, and we scored pretty high on that one.
And you take a look at the inside play. Obviously, Emily Lane seems like she's really found a rhythm and playing pretty well. And then you pair that with Cassidy Yost as well. And then obviously JC, which we'll talk a little bit about her. But it seemed like kind of rounded into shape a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking for. Good inside-outside game. So I'm pleased with how things are progressing, and we just got to keep that balance going.
JC, starts in place of Kylie, who was unable to go, came out, hit some shots, and seemed like she got a lot of confidence. And she's really been playing well, especially crashing the glass and really getting after it.
Yeah, I mean, her shot hasn't been where she wanted it to be early in the season, but you can always play defense and you can always rebound, and that's something she's been doing. And we were a chance to press a little bit, and she's long, and she really likes to do that as well. But her game was on. I mean, she was in rhythm on her shot, and it was good to see.
Guard play, too, has been really good, especially since, really before the MCL tournament. Megan Hamel playing great, distributing the basketball. What's been the key to what you've seen from the guards?
Well, they're unselfish. Like I said, Megan, she had 9 assists. So, sometimes scoring kind of gets the limelight, but we got girls that are playing really good defense that maybe don't always get credit, but we've also got girls that are distributing the ball, and they're unselfish. Sometimes they're a little too unselfish because, they make that extra pass, which I like, but there's times when, they got to look for their own shot as well. But I'd rather it be that way than have somebody that thinks they have to score.
Yeah, and, unselfishness, it seemed like that was something that has stuck out from this group from the get-go.
Yeah, and they all get along. They've got good attitudes, and we don't care who scores the points. We just want to do well out there on the floor. And, when somebody does have a good game like JC, I think everybody gets the credit. So, that's how this team is, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Got a matchup again with Trego. Saw them in the MCL tournament. You know that they're a really good team, and it was a good matchup the time before. Back at them again, what do you expect to see from them the second time around?
It's always a tough game playing Trego, and they're a good ball team. They struggled a little bit during the MCL, but I'm sure they've got some things corrected, and I know they're going to be fired up to come in and play us. They've got good shooters. They're solid on defense. They really crash the boards, and they're good rebounders. So we have to be on our A game today because they are a good, solid team, and led by Lily Schubert, who scored quite a bit against us last time. And so we have to really, guard her a little better this time, try not let her get to the paint, not let her get second shots.
And second time around, do you change anything? You kind of expect to see something different from them?
Well, I suppose both teams probably change it up a little bit, but we have to play good defense. We have to get to their shooters quick, but we just have to contain Lily because she can get in the paint, and she gets a lot of second shots, gets to the foul line a lot. She had a really good game against us last time, but there's some little things they did offensively that we have to defend better and more communication. So that's what I'm hoping to see tonight.
Last time, Emily Lane kind of put you on her back a little bit and really carried the weight of the team, especially playing aggressive inside. It seemed like she was really aggressive in that game. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Emily had a really good game. I'm hoping for more balance. I want her to continue to grow and get better. She's getting stronger inside, and she played confident that game, and we needed that. But we got a whole crew here that everybody needs to get a little better, and we just keep improving and looking forward.
All right, good luck. We'll chat with you afterwards.
Thank you.
We'll have more after this here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. Jonathan Seger back with you as we count down to the start of this Mid-Continent League matchup here on this Tuesday night between TMP-Lady Monarchs and the Trego Golden Eagles. Our coach's interview here on the pregame show brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. You can insure when you, or rather you can save when you insure both your home and auto with Shelter. See a Shelter agent Dustin Shoemaker for details. Time for us now to take a quick look around the Mid-Continent League. Our look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. The look at the MCL is a tight one up top with Phillipsburg already at 7-0 in the Mid-Continent League. They are still unbeaten. TMP, of course, also unbeaten in the Mid-Continent League as the Lady Monarchs come in at 4-0. They're the number 2 seed. Norton at 5-1 the number 2 currently in the standings with Norton, Trego, and Smith Center rounding out the top 5 tonight. Ellis on the road at Stockton. Oakley is at the aforementioned Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. Russell is at Plainville tonight. Smith Center on the road at Hoxie. Colby and Norton battle in a non-MCL matchup this evening there in Norton as well. So let's take a quick look around the Mid-Continent League. Our look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. There you'll find stories, highlights, coaches' comments, and scores from around the area after our game online at HayesPost.com. Time for us now to take a quick look at the Trego Golden Eagles as part of our opponent breakdown. Trego Golden Eagles, led by first-year head coach Shelby Crawford, come in at 10-3, and as I mentioned, 4-1 in the Mid-Continent League. They're coming off a 79-18 rout of Plainville last Thursday, so they haven't played since last Thursday. Meanwhile, TMP played on Friday. Trego has won 2 straight, but you go back to the Mid-Continent League tournament, they've only won 3 of their last 6 games, so they're 3-3 over the last 6 games. One of those was a loss to the TMP Lady Monarchs in the consolation semifinals. For the Golden Eagles, they are once again led by Lily Schubert, the All-League selection from a year ago, averaging nearly a double-double this year at 21.5 points and over 8 rebounds per contest. And of course, this Trego Golden Eagle team, a year ago, had just 1 loss all season long at 23-1, 8-1 in the Mid-Continent League. They will forever be a part of that Final 4, that the forever 4, if you will, that are at the state tournaments and found out in the semifinals that the state was shutting down, and they were shutting down the state tournament. So unfortunately, the chapter for last year's Trego Golden Eagle team was left a little bit unfinished. But this year's team at 10-3, 3-1 in the Mid-Continent, or make it 4-1 in the Mid-Continent League. Last time these two teams met, I mentioned it was the MCL semifinals on the consolation side. Thought maybe they would be on the championship side as 2 of the higher seeds, but it was under the lower seeds that would end up getting all the way to the championship game, with the Smith Center Lady Red winning the MCL title. They beat TMP in that opening round game, and it was Trego who ended up finishing. They lost to TMP, so they go 1-2 in the MCL. They finished the tournament. They finished in 7th place, so they had to play in the 10 o'clock game that Saturday morning. TMP again winning 47-40 in that matchup. Emily Lane finished with 26 points and 8 rebounds, and Emily, really, especially at the start of the game, just took over that game for TMP and really scored the first 8 points of the contest for the Lady Monarchs and put the Monarchs on her back and really powered them to that victory. Lily Schubert, she had a double-double, 27 points and 12 rebounds in the contest. TMP, by the way, has won 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. We're counting down to the start of this one. Our look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. And, of course, our opponent breakdown as we look at the Trego Golden Eagles is always brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. Is your business ready to advertise on Facebook, Google, or the other popular places online, but you just don't know where to start? Contact Eagle Radio at 301-2211. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back, get you our starting lineups, and we'll get you the start of this one right around the corner here at the Mid-Continent League Showdown on Tuesday night from Al Billinger Fieldhouse on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center. with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
We're on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. The TMP Lady Monarchs take on the Trego Golden Eagles. Time for us now to take a look at our starting lineups as the Lady Monarchs will be in those home white uniforms, Trego in those road blue uniforms. TMP and Coach Rose McFarland will go with Emily Lane, Sophia Baltazar, Megan Hamel, Cassidy Yost, and Kylie Allen. That's the starting five that's been the starting five for a little more than a year outside of last time out when Kylie Allen was unable to go as Kylie had to go home early in that game there on Friday, so she was not in the starting lineup, but that starting lineup has pretty much been set throughout the better part of a year now with Lane, Baltazar, Hamel, Yost, and Allen. For the Trego Golden Eagles and first-year head coach Shelby Crawford, their starting lineup looks like this. Lily Schubert is a 5'8 senior, Madison Wald a 5'11 junior, Emma Day 5'7 senior, Tilly Malinowski the 5'10 senior, and then Kaylee Walt is the 5'7 sophomore. Coach Crawford again in his first year, Coach Rose McFarland in her 13th season as head coach of the Lady Monarchs. Let's take a break. We'll have the start after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car, bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HayesPost.com.
Welcome you back into Albilinger Fieldhouse with the TMP Lady Monarchs playing host to the Trego Golden Eagles. Monarchs and the Lady Eagles getting set to a matchup here. They just ran through the starting lineups on the floor, so we can go ahead and run through those now. Once again, as we welcome you back inside Albilinger Fieldhouse, Monarchs will be in their home white uniforms with the blue Monarchs and blue numbers trimmed in gray. Meanwhile, the Trego Golden Eagles will be in their road blue uniforms, the home white numbers, and Trego across the front trimmed in gold. That's our uniform update brought to you by Phase 2. TMP will go with Emily Lane, Sophia Baltazar, Megan Hamel, Cassidy Yost, and Kylie Allen. It's Lily Schubert, Madison Walt, Emma Day, Tilly Malinowski, and Kaylee Walt, the 5 on the floor for the Golden Eagles. Trego is a visitor. We'll start with the basketball here, so they'll shoot down to our right as it'll be Waltz and company in the backcourt as Kaylee gave it up to Madison Walden. We're ready to go. Here's a little backdoor lob left side for Malinowski. Got cut off on that left side, diving to the floor and traveling with it is Emma Day. So TMP gets out to a good start on a double for Emma Day. They try to run that little backdoor lob. It's a lot like KU does. They'll set a high ball screen and try and get the big coming down the lane. And a good job by the Monarchs and company, Megan Hamel and company for the Monarchs to force that double team and the turnover. Monarchs will swing it right side as they shoot down to our left here in this opening quarter. They get Hamel on the top of the key for Allen. Kyler will swing it left side for Baltazar. Baltazar now to Yost as they kick it to the right side. Here's a three for Allen that is too short. Fight for the rebound on the deck. It's tipped by Lane, but into the hands of the Golden Eagles. As Walt will bring it across the timeline, Kaylee got that rebound and pushed it the other way for the Trego Golden Eagles. Still no score. First possession of the ball game for Trego. They turned it over. Now they've got it back to the right side. As Midday will work the pick and roll with Malinowski. Kick it to the left side for Madison Walt. They dump it for Schubert into the lane. Forces up the shot and scores. 2-0. Trego will take the lead. Schubert was able to get free off a curl into the lane. Now the Monarchs will look to push up the floor. Baltazar left side. Drives in and banks it home. And we're tied at 2. Sophia Baltazar giving TMP a quick bucket on the other end, but a fast break score, and we're tied at 2 apiece with 6:42 to play here in this opening quarter. Schubert works at the high post, looking for a screen, picked up her dribble, has to play it off to the left side for Emma Day. Now Day will take it to just to the left of the top of the key. Left side, Malinowski tried to force it inside to Schubert. It looks like they're trying to get her posted up on that block, but a good job by Yost to force her off the spot. Madison Walt has it right side. She'll swing it to Malinowski. Now Schubert with it left side. She'll put it on the floor. Schubert drives in, tries to bank it home with a shot put shot off the mark. The ball on the deck, and the held ball will give it to TMP. As Lane and Walt getting on the deck to fight for it, and the Monarchs will get it back. Monarchs and the Golden Eagles tied at 2 apiece. To close it on 6 minutes to go, first quarter. TMP shooting down to our left here in this first half. Baltazar to Yost. They'll swing it right side for Hamel. Megan thought about it, forcing it inside into a double team for Lane as she couldn't quite get the seal. Right side, Hamel again looking for Lane. Top of the key for Yost as they swing it out of the left side. Baseline, it's Allen. She'll dump it for Lane. Short corner. Lane draws a double team, turns over the shoulder, has it partially deflected. Yost had it, and now we're going to get a held ball, and Trego will have possession of the basketball. Yost got tied up as she was able to come away with that loose basketball. Inside for Trego, able to get that block shot. And the alternate possession will keep it with the Trego Golden Eagles. Schubert has it. She'll swing it left side to Kaylee Walt. Walt a little lob over the top for Schubert right side. She's going to fire a three. That's no good. Missed it badly off that right side. And the rebound cleared out of there by Emily Lane. Emily had a double-double in the matchup last time out Friday against the Abilene Cowgirls. She misses this jumper, and the rebound cleared out of there by Walt. She'll race, or rather Emma Day, who was fouled into the front court as she raced out up here to the near side. And the foul will be on Kylie Allen. It's her first. Allen picks up her first. Of course, Kylie did not play against the Cowgirls of Abilene on Friday night. With 5:15 and counting here in this first quarter. Walt Madison gives it right side for Emma Day. Working the pick and roll. Has it blocked by Allen. Ball's on the floor. Picked up by Kaylee Walt inside. She scores with some contact. Has a chance at a three-point play. Allen blocked that shot. And just luckily, Kaylee Walt for Trego was in the right spot and was able to come away with that shot, or with that rebound, and bank it home. So Kaylee Walt, her first field goal gives Trego a 4-2 lead, and the free throw is good. 5-2, Trego out to the lead thanks to that Kaylee Walt three-point play. With them 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. TMP back the other way. Baltazar had it right side. Nana Hamel in between the circles. Megan surveying the defense. Will go right back to the right side for Baltazar. Thought about squaring up for a three. Instead, they'll swing it left side for Megan Hamel. Hamel guarded by Madison Walt's going to take it back in between the circles. And now go to the right side. As reaching in and committing the foul is Madison Walt. It'll be the first on the 5'11 junior Walt. They've decided to have the 5'11 junior Walt guard Megan Hamel. And the 5'4 junior able to protect that basketball and then get the reach-in call. J.C. Von Lennel will check in for the first time for TMP, the 5'11 sophomore, after a career-high 28 points. That double-double, her second in a row for TMP. Monarchs key it into Lane, who gave it up. They got it right back. Von Little in between the circles, plays it left side for Hamel. Hamel finds Lane, top of the key. She'll sit and fire a three that's off to the right side. And the rebound down to Emma Day. TMP just 1 of 5 from the floor here in the early going. 4:15 to go, first quarter. Putting on the floor, Schubert cut off on the drive left side, and they're going to call a foul on TMP. Schubert drove into a double team, and they call Lane for a hold. It's a tough foul for Lane. It's the first on Lane, and it's the third team foul with 4:12 to go here in this opening quarter. Coach Rose McFarland wants an explanation as the official will talk with her down to our right The TMP bench, Caroline Brungart's in for the first time for the Trego Golden Eagles. Right side, Brungart guarded by Hamel. Schubert trying to get open. Now we'll put it on the deck against Yost. Has it blocked and taken away by TMP. Hamel with the loose basketball. Megan will lead the break up the near sideline. Left side goes in with a scoop shot. Missed it. Rebound fought for inside. Malinowski down with it for TMP. Back the other, or rather for Trego, as Malinowski pulls down her first rebound. Up the floor, Schubert traveled with it. Yost just done a pretty good job of being physical with Schubert, forcing the second Trego turnover. Early going, and it's at least worked a little bit. 5-2 TMP trails with the basketball now. 3:41 to go first quarter. Yost will check out. Kylie Allen returns. Monarchs short-handed. Hannah Garcia got fouled hard in an especially rough play in the JV game. And not sure she's going to be able to help go for TMP, as she didn't shoot before the game, so a little bit extra short-handed. TMP will get it back to Allen left side as they work down to our left. Here's Hamel with it. Megan has it right side. Surveys the defense guarded by Walt. Now it's Allen right side for Baltazar. She'll get a screen from Hamel. Step back, thought about the three. Instead, with 3:15 to go in the first quarter, they'll swing it. Hamel finds Allen for a long two. Halfway down and out, so Lane has it knocked away. Brungart will come away with the loose basketball. TMP just one of their first 7 with 3 minutes to go first quarter. Schubert guarded by Allen now. Will swing it off to the right side for Emma Day. Day finds Walt off a screen. They're going to try and post up Schubert inside against Allen. They've got it. Does Trego on the right baseline. Here's a pass deflected by Von Little. Tracked down by Schubert. Open is Day, right side. She'll fire the three and bury it. 8-2 the start on the three for Emma Day for the Trego Golden Eagles. TMP with 2:40 to go in the first quarter, down 6, and have just one field goal to start this ball game. Right side, Hamel won't shoot it. Going to force it inside. Now off a screen is Allen. Kylie's open. She'll take the straight on three and miss the shot. And now we're going to get a foul on the rebound. I think this is going to be on Trego. Look like Schubert's going to be called for a hold or clearing out Lane. TMP just 1 of 4 from 3 to start the ball game. And after the foul, we'll get it back. As they'll key it in with Hamel. Hamel will just lob it in over the top for Allen, that right side. Kylie goes right back to Megan. Rainbow three that is too strong. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to get a foul on TMP. As Sophie Baltazar will be called for the foul. Caroline Brungart pulled down that rebound. And we're going to get a TMP timeout. The 4th on TMP. It comes with 2:21 to play here in this first quarter. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, and Steel Fabrications. Trego out to an 8-2 start in this contest. Game was tied at 2 apiece. Trego scored the last 6, including that Emma Day 3. With 2:21 to play here in this first quarter. From business bolos to team gear, your first choice should be Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery. No minimum order, plus quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just off Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental. And Hayes out of the timeout. Trego with Brungart, Malinowski, Day, along with Madison Walt and Schubert, the 5 on the floor. TMP brings Yost back into the contest. She replaces Baltazar, so it's Von Little, Lane, Allen, Yost, and Hamel for TMP. Trego from our left to our right here in this first half, as Madison Walt picked up her dribble out near the Monarch logo at midcourt, plays it left side to Brungart. A little hesitation, now right side for Malinowski. Day, who just knocked down a 3, has her pass deflected and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Emily Lane. Von Little got a piece of it, and then Emily also deflected that one. And it will stay with the Trego Golden Eagles. Trego will send 4 players out near the in between the 3-point line and the mid-court line, and then we'll run with Schubert here to the right side. Has it guarded by Yost. Ball above her head, now to Brungart. Brungart looking for Emma Day, who was trying to post up on Von Little. Instead, Brungart will dribble, pick up her dribble, find Madison Walt. She'll go in, lose it, and ball's on the floor. Day has it, hands it off to Madison Walt. Left side, Malinowski for a long 2, missed the shot. Ball on the deck, picked up inside, and scoring it is Emma Day. Emma Day has 5 here in the first quarter. Trego is able to get a couple of offensive rebounds. They lead as TMP will get it back. It's 10-4 on the bucket for Cassidy Yost to the other side. Monarchs were able to force the issue up the floor and get that layup for Yost, but still trailing now by 6 with 1:20 to go in this first quarter. That 8-point lead, the largest of the contest. Day nearly traveled with it. Guarded by Von Little. Needs some help. Close to a 5-second call. Just does get it handed off to Madison Walt on this right side. Walt driving on Allen. Now tried to spin around to the right side. Finds Day, who was cut off on the baseline, and we're going to call a foul on TMP. Pretty good defense on TMP's part. Kylie Allen, I think, is going to get her second.
Fouls on the Monarchs for 32. Kylie Allen.
I think they may call her for putting her hands on the ball handler, on the dribbler, but it was pretty good TMP defense as Baltazar will replace Kylie Allen after Kylie picked up her second. It's the 5th already on the first quarter on TMP with 1:05, and now here's the 6th on TMP as Cassidy Yost reached in and committed the foul against Malinowski, who was posted her up. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. Yost will pick up her first, but it's already the 6th on TMP, so that could be an issue as they'll be over the limit the rest of the way on the next foul. Into the ball game comes Carson Walt for the first time for Trego. They'll get it into Malinowski. Now Brungart. Brungart right side, guarded by Hamel, picks up her dribble and throw it away right side. It's the 3rd turnover for Trego. The TMP's just won with under a minute to go first quarter. 10-4 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Monarchs just 2 of their first 10 from the floor here in this early going. Yost go to the high post for Lane. Emily straight on. Will take it left side, Baltazar. Sophia got a screen from Lane. Drives, kicks it right side. Von Little feeling it for 3. Halfway down and it rimmed out. And Brungart down with a rebound. A couple of rebounds now in the early going for Caroline Brungart. TMP is 0 of 4. Make it 0 of 5 now from 3, right? Malinowski with 27 seconds to go. First quarter over the top. Brungart has it left side. Now skip back to the right side for Carson Walt. Walt guarded by Baltazar. Will give it up. So they play it to Day. 5 first quarter points for Day, guarded by Von Little. Now it's going to hand it for Madison Walt with 12. 10-4, the lead for the Trego Golden Eagles. Here's a drive for Walt, who hits the rainbow jumper, and it's a 12-4 start for Trego. Madison Walt with 7 here in the first quarter. After the half-court dribble, the 3 is off the glass for Hamel and no good. Too strong off the glass. So we head to the second quarter. Trego out to a good start. Open the game on a 10-2 run. Lead 12-4. After we've played 1 quarter of action on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Trego opened the game on a 12-4 run there in that first quarter to outscore the Lady Monarchs, and now the Monarchs will turn it over on the inbounds as Hamel couldn't handle the pass on the sideline. TMP with their second turnover here the first half. Schubert on the right side will give it off to Madison Walt. Now back to Lily Schubert as she's back into the contest. Drives, kick it left side. Brungart will take the 3, leaves this one way short, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound as Kaylee Walt with a push underneath. That rebound was cleared out of there by J.C. Von Little. Her first to the contest, and now Trego looking to pressure the basketball in the backcourt. TMP gets it to Hamel. Hamel against Brungart will give it up to Von Little. Now in the backcourt, JC picks up her dribble. Baltazar will get it across the timeline as they just beat the 10-second count to Lane. Now to the right side for Hamel. Back to Emily Lane with it. Now they'll swing it for Baltazar, who will set up the offense in between the circles. 12-4 in favor of the Trego Golden Eagles. TMP with Hamel. Right side, shakes the defender, takes the 3, missed it. And the rebound down to Malinowski. TMP has been one and done this entire contest as they are really struggling to get on the offensive glass and really struggling to shoot the basketball. Just 2 of their first 12. 7:05 to go here in this opening half of basketball. 12-4. Trego with the lead as Madison Walt, defended by Baltazar, picks up her dribble way out beyond the three-point arc. Has it for Kaylee Walt on the right side. Walt above the head with the basketball. Now they'll swing it for Malinowski and a Brungart left side. Brungart has some space. She's going to lob it over the top. Right side, Madison Walt will drive past the defender, miss the runner, backside rebound Walt, and she'll score. 14-4. Trego gets the offensive rebound on the Brungart putback. And now up the floor, TMP has it. Brungart with her first field goal. Lobs it in for Yost. Cassidy double team, kicks it back out to Lane. Emily will drive, cut off. Now finds Baltazar. Sophia with the runner. Missed the shot, rebound inside, and we're going to get a foul as J.C. Von Little pulled down that offensive rebound and went back up and was fouled inside. The foul's on Schubert. That's going to be her second. It's the 4th team foul on Trego. They lead by 10. End of the free throw line for the first time for TMP. It's J.C. Von Little who knocks down the free throw. 14-5 in favor of the Trego Golden Eagles.
In for the Eagles, number 12, Emma Day.
Emma Day returns to the lineup for Trego through 1 quarter of action. Hoxie leads Smith Center 20-16. Mid-Continent League action. Second free throw good for J.C. Von Little. It's 14-6 in favor of the Trego Golden Eagles. Monarchs get a pair of free throws on that end. Left side, Day. She'll go to Brungart on the baseline. Now back to Emma Day as they swing it for Malinowski with it. Right side, Madison Walt. Her pass inside. Malinowski has it taken away. Lost it by Hamel. Was able to knock it away up the floor. Yost will find Baltazar. Baltazar inside. Pass is knocked away. Good hustle by Brungart. Able to force that ball out of bounds. It will stay with TMP. Brungart was able to beat the ball and knock it out of bounds. So it will stay with TMP. Here's a lob over the top right side. Lane will take the long 2. It'll skip off, and Brungart with a check out, able to pull down her 3rd rebound. TMP 2 of their first 14 of the contest, trailing 14-6. Right side, Brungart throws it right into the hands of Lane. Good job by Emily to force that turnover. Now she'll lead the break up that left side with a crossover into the lane. Slips, kicks it left side. Hamel with a rainbow 3. It's off the mark. Von Little had the rebound knocked away and taken away by Madison Walt. TMP just really struggling from deep and struggling from the floor inside. Emma Day can't score it against Lane. It rimmed off, and there's J.C. Von Little down with her 3rd rebound. J.C. will lead the break up the floor. Yost kicks it right side to Baltazar. Baltazar to Lane. Here's Hamel. She was open. Said they're going to dump it for Cassidy Yost. Cassidy left it short. There's Von Little who will follow it home. 14-8, 4 straight for J.C. Von Little. She already has 4 first half rebounds and has 4 points in the contest, coming off her 2nd straight double-double in which she scored 28 points and 10 rebounds. Went for the steal that time, nearly got it, and now a foul coming against Emily Lane. As Brungart was able to, or rather it'll be Kaylee Walt able to draw the foul. So that's a 2nd for Lane. Kylie Allen has 2 for Trego. Lily Schubert has 2. And the first Walt free throw is off the mark. It rattled off. Walt made a free throw in that first quarter. There's a 58% free throw shooter. Annabelle Molsom, a 5'7" freshman, checks in for the first time for Trego. Schubert returns to the lineup for Trego as well. And Walt makes the free throw. So she makes 1 of 2. She has 4 in the game. It's 15-8 in favor of the Golden Eagles. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. TMP with Von Little left side, guarded by Schubert. Jessica Herman's in for the first time for TMP. Baltazar's open. She'll fire the 3 and bank it home. Sophia drops down a 3. She's able to hit that one. She has 5. It's the first for TMP. They go 1 of 7 in this first half, but they cut the lead to 4 at 15-11 on the first 3 of the game for TMP as Baltazar bounced that one, or banked that one in rather off the glass. Walt guarded by Von Little, dribbles into a double team. It's stolen by Baltazar. Sophia trying to race to the other end. Malinowski will close out. Sophia scoops it home, and TMP is back within 2 now at 15-13 on 5 straight for Sophia Baltazar. That time she dribbled right into the double team, and Sophia took it away. Turnover number 5 in the game for Trego, and the Monarchs are within 2. 4:11 to go here in this first half. Now a steal. Ball deflected by Hamel. It's Baltazar taking it away. Long outlet pass knocked out of bounds. Trying to force it ahead to Megan Hamel. And it will stay with TMP. Good job by the Monarchs to make a little run here. Baltazar with a steal and that layup, and then nearly had a great outlet pass up the floor to Hamel. A good hustle by Trego to knock it out of bounds. Trego brings Madison Walt back in. It's Hamel to key it in. Hamel looking, bounces it into Jessica Herman. Draws the defender, right side. Hamel on a pass from Baltazar, back to Sophia. With 4 minutes to go in this first half. TMP trailed by as many as 10 in that first quarter. Back within 2 now. Left side, Hamel drives, has it pinned against her right hip. Gets it out for Von Linnell. JC surveys a defense, crosses it over, kicks it left side. Yost. Cassidy will drive in and then cut off. Kicks it out for Hamel. Left side, Von Linnell. Guarded by Schubert, who has those 2 first half fouls. And now Coach Rose McFarland down to our right will bark out the play from the sideline, call it out. Hamel will dribble to the left side. They're trying to post up and isolate Von Linnell inside, who has it knocked away, and she hit the deck. A little bit slow to get up. Malinowski should have been called for a foul. Looked like she banged into her, trying to help from the other side. Luckily for TMP, it's out of bounds, and it stays with the Lady Monarchs. Hamel will lob it over the top. Baltazar close out, all sorts of pushing, no foul, right side. They get it to Hamel. TMP was trying to set that double screen. Call it the elevator screen, where you get Baltazar open for 3, and Trego just shoved their way through it. Now bodies hit the floor right side as Yost and Emma Day get tangled up. Hamel will drive right side, left-handed dribble, kicks it left side. Cassidy Yost for 3, and it's fouled. Emma Day will pick up the foul. 3 free throws coming for Cassidy Yost. That is the 6th. I'll make it the 5th team foul. So 3 free throws for Cassidy Yost for TMP. And the first one rattles home. Yost with 3 here in the first half, 15-14. Second Yost free throw is good. She rattled it home. We're tied at 15 with 3:06 to play here in this first half. Yost 4 now in the game, and she'll get 1 more free throw. Chance to give TMP the lead, and she does. She switched it home. Yost makes 3 free throws, and it's 16-15. TMP with the lead for the first time in the game. Yost has 5 in the contest. Brungart returned to the Trego lineup with that last dead ball. She's got it left side. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Right side, Kaylee Walt with the ball above her head, finds Schubert. Good closeout by Baltazar. Now right side for Walt. Walt's going to put it on the floor. Was pushing off against Von Linnell, no call. Brungart has it right side, 2:40 play here in the first half. Schubert dribbles into a double team, kicks it for Brungart for 3. That one's off the mark. Von Linnell down with a rebound for TMP. She has 5 all in the quarter. Now up the floor. Yost didn't see it. Von Linnell got up into the air and had nowhere to go with it. And Yost wasn't paying attention. She tried to dump it off to Cassidy, but Cassidy wasn't ready for it. They had numbers, but unfortunately we'll turn it over. It's the 3rd TMP turnover. Back the other way goes Trego. Down by 1, 16-15. Here's a lob over the top, knocked away by Hamel. Tried to set the play where you run the defender to the top on that elbow, and then if you're the defender as they're fronting you, or whether you're the offensive player as Schubert, if you're getting fronted, you just spin back to the basket, and Megan Hamel did a great job to help. There's a lob to Tillen Malinowski. She'll get up to Schubert. Malinowski kicks it out right side. Here's a Kaylee Walt 3 that misses everything, and Megan Hamel has the rebound but dribbled it out of bounds, and it will stay with Trego. Trego, 1 of their first 5 from 3. TMP just 1 of their first 8 from deep. That one was a banked-in 3-pointer by Baltazar. 2:06 to go first half. Trego will get it into Kaylee Walt. Now Brungart right side, drives by the defender. Her runner too strong. Malinowski's rebound and putback is good. And Trego leads with 2 minutes to go here in this first half at 17-16 on the Tilly Malinowski field goal. Baltazar throws it away on the other end, tried to force it inside to Von Linnell, and it's taken away on the 4th TMP turnover. Walt will race into the front court. Left side, they kick it for Schubert, who scores and has got a chance at a 3-point play. She hit the jumper, then they say that backing into her was Sophia Baltazar. Coach Rose McFarland says that happened on the other side and there was no call. Sophia will pick up her 2nd. It's the team's 8th, to 16, and Schubert knocks down the free throw to make it 20 to 16. So Schubert now with 5 here in the first half. So for TMP, Kylie Allen will return for TMP. So the Monarchs with Baltazar has 2 now. Emily Lane has 2 fouls as well. So Monarchs have 8 personal fouls. Allen, who has 2, checks in for TMP. She replaces Sophia. Monarchs with Herman, right side for Kylie Allen. Trailing with 1:30 to go in this first half by 4. Left side, Yost with it. 1 dribble. Now looks like Hamel will get the play from the sideline. Give it for Yost. They'll go left side on the short corner to Allen. Allen for Hamel. Megan thought about stepping into a 3. Instead, they'll swing it right side for Yost. Yost will back it up on that right wing, go to the baseline for Kylie Allen. Now here's Von Linnell with it. JC will give it up in between the circles for Hamel, who swings it left side. The pass from Yost intended for Jessica Herman coming across the lane too wide, and TMP's turned it over on back-to-back offensive possessions, and Trego gets it back. Monarchs did a pretty good job to weather the storm and had taken care of the basketball for a good stretch there that allowed them to answer a 10-point deficit with a 12-1 run and take a 1-point lead on those 3 free throws for Cassidy Yost at 16-15. But now back-to-back turnovers has allowed Trego to retake the lead with under a minute to go here in this first half. Broomgart on a pass from Walt, gets it right back to Walt. She'll drive in and hit the floater. Madison Walt with her first field goal of the contest. 22-16 on the Walt field goal. Trego back on top by 6. Monarchs with Yost left side. Hamel gets a play from Coach McFarland on the sideline. Megan will direct traffic. Von Linnell will get it. Take a peek at the clock with 27 seconds to go in this first half. Now Hamel will give it off to Von Linnell. JC right back to Hamel with it. She'll set a screen. With 17. Monarchs look like they're going to play catch with the guards and hold for the final shot with 14. Right side, they go to Herman. Just get that left elbow. Gives it for Von Linnell. Von Linnell, stutter step. Open. She's going to take the 3. Didn't have a lot of room. Missed the shot. Rebound into the hands of Emma Day with a second to go. Day won't get a shot off at the end of this first half. TMP shoots just 1 of 9 from 3-point range. And they trail by 6 as we head to the halftime break, 22-16 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
Trego Golden Eagles open the game on a 10-2 run and lead TMP here at halftime, 22-16. Game started with it being tied at 2, but then Trego would go on an 8-0 run, extended that run to make it a 10-2 run, and led 12-4 through that first quarter of action. Then led by 10, which was their largest lead of the first half. At 14-4. Monarchs would answer, though, as they would end up going on a 12-1 run and taking the lead at 16-15. With 3:06 to play there in that first half. 3 free throws from Cassidy Yost would give TMP the 1-point lead, but then Trego over the final 2 minutes would outscore TMP 7-0 and take a 6-point lead into the break at 22-16. Monarchs trying to pick up their 4th win in a row, move to 11-2 on the season, and stay unbeaten in the Mid-Continent League. Trego's trying to keep pace in the MCL as well, as they all are chasing Phillipsburg, who's still unbeaten in the MCL race. Again, here at halftime, TMP trails Trego by 6, 22-16. Back with more of our halftime show from Al Billinger Fieldhouse after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
At halftime, the Trego Golden Eagles lead the TMP Lady Monarchs at 22-16. So we welcome you back on our Eagle Radio Digital Marketing Halftime Show. Real quickly, we owe you a station break. We'll do that now. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to TMP-Marian Basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Trego leads 22-16 here at the break. They open the game on a 12-4 first quarter run and lead TMP 22-16. Let's go ahead real quickly and take a look at some of the individual numbers from the first half. TMP gets a balanced attack led by the 7 of Sophia Baltazar. They get 5 from Cassidy Yost and then 4 from JC Von Little, but they're the only 3 that score in the contest. Yost along with Emily Lane and, or rather Allen and Lane each dealing, along with Baltazar dealing with those 2 fouls in the first half. JC Von Little had 5 rebounds in the second quarter alone. For the Trego Golden Eagles, they also get a balanced attack led by the 7 of Emma Day. Those all came in the first quarter. They get 6 from, make it 5 from Lily Schubert and 4 from Kaylee Waltz. Tilly Malinowski and Madison Wall each with 2. Caroline Brungart with 2 in that first half as well. For TMP, they shoot 5 of 21 from the floor for just 24% in that first half. And the three-point number is just as bad at 11%, 1 of 9. They really struggled from the free throw stripe. Good news is they make all 5 of their free throws there in that first half. For the Trego Golden Eagles, they go 9 of 22 from the floor in that first half for 41%, but they only make 1 of 5 in that first half from the three-point or from behind the three-point line for 20%. And they end up making 3 of their 4 free throws in that first half. Trego turned it over 6 times. TMP turned it over 5 times in the first half. So here at halftime, TMP trails by 6 at 22-16, trying to stay unbeaten in the Mid-Continent League, while Trego trying to keep pace with the unbeaten Phillipsburg Lady Panthers in Mid-Continent League play. Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy. They'll get you back in the game fast after injury, offering dry needling and deep tissue laser therapy to speed up the healing process. Free consultation, and you see your same PT every visit. Herman Physical Therapy, they love helping people. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook as well. Again, here at the break, TMP trails by 6, 22-16 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
At halftime, the TMP Lady Monarchs trail the Trego Golden Eagles 22-16 as we welcome you back into our halftime score. We got a couple of halftime scores I want to get to you here at the break. Russell in Plainville leads Plainville 38-14. Other Mid-Continent League scores see Smith Center now leading Hoxie 27. They trailed there after the first quarter. Hayes High leading Scott City out of the GWAC 21-17 in tonight's contest. That's a quick look at our HayesPost.com scoreboard. Of course, you can find scores, highlights, post-game interviews, and recaps of our games at HayesPost.com. So here at the break, TMP trails the Trego Golden Eagles 22-16. So they're ready to start this second half. Monarchs shooting down to our right here in this first half will be on the defensive end. Trego shooting down to our left will have the basketball. Out there with their starting five. Allen nearly steals this pass away on the right side from Emma Day, but it's knocked out of bounds. Kaylee Walt will key it in with Madison Waltz, Tilly Malinowski, along with Lily Schubert and Emma Day. Day's got it off to that right side, looking, and guarded by Allen. Has it right side, couple of left-handed dribbles. Now kicks it for Schubert on that right side. Ball above her head. She'll put it on the floor one time. Kick it for Kaylee Walt. Walt's pass for right side for Madison Walt. Now they post up Kaylee inside. Bobbles it, and we're going to get a travel call as Kylie Allen reached in and took it away. Walt looked like she hit the deck kind of hard, but TMP will get the basketball following the turnover. It'll be the 7th turnover of the contest for the Trego Golden Eagles. Monarchs with 7.5 to go here in this this third quarter. Trying to get Baltazar open on a three, and she'll catch it, fire it on the top of the key, and miss it. Schubert down with a rebound. TMP just 1 of 10 from three-point range here in this ball game as TMP nearly steals it. Walt got it back on a pass deflected, finds a wide open Day who missed the backside layup. She was wide open but missed the layup, and Kylie Allen will come away with it for TMP. So break for the Lady Monarchs after the deflection by Lane. Day was wide open but missed the layup. There's a little pick and roll left side for Lane. Lane working against Schubert, drives into the double team. Left side, Hamel scores and has a chance for a three-point play. Megan Hamel, after the double team from Lane, was able to get that layup to go. Good job by Emily to find the open offensive player. The second on Emma Day, 22-18. And Hamel knocks down the free throw. So Megan converts the three-point play, 22-19. Following the Megan Hamel three-point play, her first points of the contest, and TMP cuts the deficit now to 3 at 22-19. Right side with it. Emma Day, who had a good first quarter with 7, did not score in that second quarter. Hands it off for Madison Walt. She'll drive in right side, try and hit the 15-footer. Off the mark, offensive rebound, Kaylee Walt, and she short-armed the putback, and Cassidy Yost will come out of there with it for TMP. Walt has 3 rebounds here in the contest. Right side, Baltazar didn't shoot it, finds Yost, who gives it up for Hamel. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Right side, TMP missed a lane inside as they'll swing it off to the left side for Hamel. Hamel now with that left side, looking for the post up by Lane. Instead kicks it for Allen, top of the key. Right side, Baltazar, a couple of dribbles. Now picks up her dribble, finds Lane. They'll swing it left side for Kylie Allen. Kylie finds a cutting Yost, who draws a double team, kicks it for Hamel, straight on. Rainbow threes, good as she rattled it home. Tied at 22. Megan Hamel has the last 5, make it 6 for TMP with 5:50 to go here in this third quarter. And Hamel ties this ball game at 6 as she rattled home just the second 3 of the contest for TMP. And it's 22 all with 5:40 and counting third quarter. Great ball movement leads to an open 3 for Hamel, who knocked that one down, and they needed that for TMP. Left side with it, Madison Walt will find Emma Day. Day out beyond the three-point arc, throws it away right side. Good job by TMP to force the turnover. Trego not on the same page, 8 Trego turnovers, and the Monarchs shooting down to our right here in this second half will get the basketball back. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Hamel, who's got 6 in a row, finds Baltazar off a screen. Sophia gives it right back to Hamel right side. Right, trying to get post position. Now they go inside to her. Draws the triple team, forces up the shot, missed it inside. It just wouldn't stay down. It kind of crawled off the front of the iron, and a rebound down to Emma Day. He's got 3 rebounds in the contest. TMP trying to get Lane started, and now we're going to get a hand check called on Cassidy Yost. She had that hand extended right on the hip of the ball handler, on the dribbler. And it's the first on TMP of the second half. It's the second on Yost. She's drawn the defensive assignment of Lily Schubert this entire contest and played pretty well. As Madison Walt will key it in, and we're going to get a 5-second call. Quick count that time, but TMP, so I think they get the timeout after the turnover. I think the official signaled the 5-second count down here. So it's a turnover, and then TMP will get it back. It's a full timeout taken by Coach Crawford down to our left. TMP will get it back. Heartland Building Center, Discount Siding, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Field Abstract and Title Company, all helping bring you Monarch Athletics here on the Monarch Sports Network. TMP trailed by 10 in the first half at 14-4. At a 1-point lead at 16-15. 3:06 to go in the first half. Trego would outscore TMP 7-0 over the final 2 minutes of the first half, but the Monarchs have scored the first 6 here of this second half. And with 4:59 to go in the third quarter, Monarchs will get it back following the turnover. Out of the timeout, it's Malinowski, Walt, both Kaylee and Madison, Schubert, and Emma Day, the 5 on the floor. TMP with Hamel, Baltazar, Allen, Yost, and Lane against a little pressure now from Trego. TMP's able to get it to Kylie Allen. Kylie will split the double team, lost it at midcourt, fight for it with Malinowski, ball on the floor and taken away by Day. It'll be the 6th TMP turnover into the floor, or into the front court rather, right side. Kaylee Walt left it short, and the rebound cleared out of there by Megan Hamel. Hamel up the floor, left side, finds Baltazar, drives in, dumps it for Allen, and Kylie's going to be fouled underneath. Baltazar made the extra pass to get Allen open for a layup inside, and Kylie draws the foul. That's the first on Tilly Malinowski. It's the second half on Trego. And Allen's free throw is good. 4:40 to go here in this third quarter. TMP leads 23-22 on the Kylie Allen free throw. Kylie with her first point of the contest. Second Allen free throw, skips off, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Emma Day, who's got 4 in the contest. 4:40 to go, third quarter. TMP leads by 1 at 23-22. Schubert straight out in between the circles, placing off to the right side. Day's pass knocked away inside, intended for Walt, but we're going to get a foul. as Sophia Baltazar got tangled up inside with Walt. It'll be the third on Sophia Baltazar. And she'll check out of the contest as Von Linnell will replace her with those 3 fouls. Von Linnell will check in for TMP. It's the second with 4:28 to go in this third quarter for TMP. Schubert on the quick inbounds, missed the jumper. Emily Lane with a backside rebound, then threw it in the hands of Wald, who has a shot blocked, but they're going to get a foul. TMP tried the quick outlet, but Hamel and Lane not quite on the same page that time. So they turn it back over, and now the free throw. Lane will pick up her third. It's the third, second half on TMP. And Madison Walt to the free throw line for the first time. She's a 68% free throw shooter. And the first one too strong. Best she can do is tie it with a free throw here with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Walt's second free throw is good, and we're tied at 23 with 4:22 to play here in this third quarter. Caroline Brungart checks in. She replaces Kaylee Walt for Trego. And again, Trego with a little full court press on TMP. Monarchs with Hamel to key it in, finds Von Linnell, then right back to Hamel in the backcourt. She'll lob it over the top near side to Allen as Kyler will race across the timeline. Nearly traveled with it, kicks it right side for Hamel. Hamel looking inside as Emily Lane checks back in. Emily trying to get post position, fighting inside for position against Schubert. TMP will swing it left side for Von Linnell. Finds Lane coming across. Lane got her defender off the floor, goes in and scores it. 25-23, Emily Lane's first field goal of the contest, and that was a pretty move for TMP as Lane was able to give the Monarchs a 2-point lead, and it comes at the 3:50 mark here of this third quarter. Madison Walt back the other way right side. Her pass deflected into the hands, though, of Emma Day as Lane got that deflection. Right side, Day on the baseline. Swing it for Madison Walt. Now they go left side, Brungart. Brungart dumps it for Schubert. Draws a double team, spins away from it, and rattled it home. Game tied at 25 as Schubert was able to get that bucket to go on the inside. Left side, Von Linnell's open. JC will fire the three, and it's too strong. Lane went down, took Schubert with her. Malinowski, I think maybe got away with a little shove inside. She also, like she was nearly off her feet on the floor as well. Tied here at 25, 3:05 to go here in this third quarter. Walt trying to back down Lane, Allen has it knocked away by Lane, but Brungard keeps possession of it. Right side, Days open. Emma will drive to the baseline, too strong, and JC Von Linnell down with her 6th rebound of the contest. JC will push up the floor left side for Hamel. Hamel stops, lobs it inside, off the rim, and taken away by Walt. Trying to throw it over the top. Now Trego has numbers up the floor. Malinowski was open and lays it home. 27-25. Malinowski just beat everybody else down the floor. She has 4. 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. 27-25. Trego back with a lead. Hamel is trying to lob it over the top, trying to get Lane open. It's been a rough go of it so far. Now she's open and bobbles it, lost it out of bounds. They're going to let him play and be physical inside, and Lane has really struggled with the pressure, and they've done a good job against her. They've also, TMP's done a pretty good job against Schubert being physical as well. Brungard has it. She'll swing it for Trego right side. Closing in on 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Trego leads by 2 at 27-25. Baseline is Emma Day. Her pass deflected. Schubert gets it back, kicks it for Madison Walt. Walt for Brungard, right side, Malinowski. Now they'll swing it for Madison Walt. Schubert trying to post up inside, had it knocked away, ball on the floor. Tracked back down by Schubert. She'll get it to Walt, who will take the long 2 and rattle it home. Madison Walt makes it 29-25. She's able to rattle that one home. She has 4 up the floor. Lane from a pass from Hamel. Missed the shot, fight for the rebound inside. Taken away by Malinowski, but it's deflected and stolen for TMP's JC Von Linnell. Good hustle by Von Linnell to come away with that steal. It's the 9th turnover in the contest for the Trego Golden Eagles. TMP down 4, 29-25. Left side, Hamel. She's going to put it on the deck and got to get a foul called. It's a block. It's a hand check. It's on Caroline Brungard. It's her first. I think you're going to have to, in this contest, make the officials blow their whistle. are going to let them play, but I think you're going to have to make them make a decision, and that's one of the ways you do that. You put it on the deck because the defense has been physical, and just like that, they're going to get Kaylee Wald on the inside. It'll be the 4th team foul on Trego. Monarchs Cassidy Yost was able to just get a little bit of space on the inbound and haul it in. It's the 2nd on Kaylee Wald. They're doubling Lane, not allowing her to get any space as Hamel will lob it over the top, tracked down by Von Linnell at midcourt. Left side, Hamel with it. TMP trails by 4 at 29-25. Lane, top of the key. She'll swing it right side, Von Linnell. JC finds a Yost right side, draws a double team, kicks it for Von Linnell. Now Allen thought about a 3. Can't shoot it. 1 minute to play, 3rd quarter. Right side with it, Von Linnell. JC wide open. They missed to Allen inside, and now Von Linnell needs some help. Got tied up for a moment as Walt reached over the top and tried to take it away from her. 45 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Left side, Allen finds Von Linnell with it. Inside, they force it to Lane, and that's what you're going to have to do. It's a foul on Trego. And Lane got the worst into that. She got knocked to the deck. That's on Schubert. It's her 3rd, but I think you're just going to have to make them blow their whistle with 3. With make it 36 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. She was being held on the inside. Hamel to key it in, finds a cutting Lane, gets banged into, out of foul. She'll shoot 2 free throws. It's the 6th team foul on Trego. Kind of flipping the script a little bit from the first half where TMP was in foul trouble. Brungart will pick up her 2nd, and Emily to the free throw line for the first time. I just think you have to find a way. It's Lane's first free throw, halfway down and out. Emily, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Her first trip to the free throw line in the contest. Second free throw will cut it to a 3-point game at 29-26. Emily Lane scored the last 3 for TMP, but unfortunately it's been a span of almost 3.5 minutes. 3:20. Left side, Brungart with it. She'll swing it for Kaylee Waltz. Walt looking for Madison Waltz. Guarded by Allen. It was right in her hip pocket. Had to go for the steal. Trego with 15 on the 3rd quarter clock. Will play catch with Kaylee Waltz. Now to Schubert. Guarded by Yost. Schubert's going to put it on the deck. Drive inside. Have it knocked away. Taken away by Von Linnell. And we're going to get a travel called on Von Linnell. Kaylee Waltz was reaching in, trying to tie her up. She went to the deck. And with 5.4 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, it will go back to Trego on the TMP turnover, their 10th of the game. Now they get it to Wald. Her pass deflected and out of bounds. She lost it. Brungart tried to go right back to Madison Wald, who keyed it in. And with 3.5 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter, TMP will get it back on the turnover. Good job by TMP defense to force that turnover. Sophia Baltazar will check in for TMP. Von Linnell's going to key it in with 3.5 to go in the 3rd. TMP down 29-26. Von Linnell will key it in for the Monarchs. TMP with a baseball pass over the top for Lane. Catches, fires, and left it short with out of bounds with about 1.1 seconds to go in the 3rd. I think they got the look. They didn't need to necessarily hurry. Lane was the one who set the screen and then was open. Monarchs are going to bring Yost back into the contest, replacing Baltazar, playing with those 3 fouls. Trego's got 1.1 seconds to go 3rd quarter. They're just hold for the final couple of seconds, and we head to the 4th quarter. It's a tight one, 29-26. Trego with the lead on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Through 3, TMP trails 29-26. Trego will have actually TMP will have the basketball as we start out this fourth quarter of action. Monarchs shooting down to our rights. Hamel to key it in with Baltazar, Von Linnell, along with Lane and Yost, the 5 on the floor. Trego with Kaylee and Madison Waltz, Schubert, Malinowski, and then also Emma Day, the 5 on the floor. TMP down 3 at 29-26 to start the fourth quarter. Trail pretty much the entire way. Right side, Monarchs will force it inside to Baltazar, draws the double team, able to bring it back out. Von Linnell for Lane, left side, Hamel. Hamel won't shoot the 3, finds Von Linnell off a screen. JC will. Here's a rainbow 3 that's off the mark, and the rebound cleared out of there by Trego. TMP just 2 of 13, make it 2 of 14 from 3. Schubert traveled with it. Took him a minute to call it. She raced into a double team and then was called for the travel. It's the 11th Trego turnover. Comes with 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 29-26. Monarchs trail by 3. Hamel will dribble to the wing, find Baltazar. Sophia can't shoot it. Good closeout. Yost right side. Yost with Hamel. Now Lane with it. Emily has it left side. Surveys that defense. Hamel will go get it in between the circles. Now with a couple of left-handed dribbles off to that left side. Keeps that dribble alive. Out of the baseline for Von Linnell. Von Linnell wide open backside. It's Yost who will go in and miss the layup. Lane tipped it away for a moment from Schubert, but she'll come down with it. Malinowski up the floor. Now to Schubert, guarded by Yost. Yost had a good look at a layup, couldn't finish. Now Malinowski on a kick out, won't shoot the 3. Schubert thought about it. Instead, she'll kick it for Madison Walt. Walt will go away from a screen right side, have her pass deflected by Lane, and then a ticky-tack hold foul called on the right side on Lane. After all the stuff we've seen, it's probably a foul, but that's tough. That's a tough way to pick up your 4th. Now you're, whether she's your best player or not, but she's your most probably important player. Lane just picked up her 4th. Although TMP has been able to rally with her in foul trouble throughout the game, and Trego's done a pretty good job of limiting her. As into the ball game comes Allen. Trego will swing it for Day left side. Now they dump it for Schubert. Schubert tried to scoop shot it in the lane, had it blocked by Von Linnell, and then a reach-in foul as Yost came away with the loose basketball, and it's free throws the rest of the way by my count for TMP. Foul will be on Kaylee Wald. It's her 3rd. So free throws, a 1-on-1 the rest of the way. This is huge for TMP. You have to find a way. As Von Linnell will walk, actually it'll be Yost who will walk to the other end and shoot the free throws. Cassidy goes to the line. She made 3 earlier in the contest to shoot the front end of a 1-on-1 here. First free throw is good. 6 in the game for Cassidy Yost. And she'll earn 1 more. 29-27. Second free throw, too strong, halfway down and out, and Madison Walt down with the rebound. She'll lead the break into the front court. Left side, Malinowski with it. Malinowski guarded by Von Linnell. Will put it on the floor, drive to the left side, have her pass deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by Von Linnell for TMP. Stays now with the Trego Golden Eagles. TMP within 2 at 29-27. Madison Walt to key it in. Walt surveying the defense. He's going to throw it over the top. Nobody's home, but Schubert will track it down. She just kind of threw it to a space where there was nobody. Schubert working on Lane, spins into the, or rather on Hamel, lost it into the lane, and then reached in and tied up Hamel. The arrow will keep it with the Trego Golden Eagles. She lost it on what could have been a travel, and then she reached between the legs of Hamel, and Hamel, with great defense, nearly forced the turnover. Forced the held ball. Madison Walt with it right side. Walt guarded by Allen. Little hesitation. Now it's going to back it up, play it for Kaylee Walt. Walt, 1 dribble and throw it away. Great play by Baltazar to knock that pass away. Stolen into the hands of Yost with under 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Baltazar open. She'll put up a rainbow 3 that is off the mark for TMP. Yost tries to track it down, and she's on the sideline. Can't ask for a better look from your 3-point shooter, Baltazar. She had it on that left side, but it goes out of bounds. Monarchs are just 2 of 15 from 3-point land. With 5:45 to go in this one, down 2 at 29-27. If Baltazar makes that, the lid might finally come off of this place, as it's been a little bit of a stale atmosphere tonight. Right side, Caroline Brungart with it. Couple of dribbles. Now she'll go back to the right side for Brungart. Not a Walt. Madison Walt with it, guarded by Baltazar. Good defense by TMP to force her to give it up. Right side to Brungart. Brungart in between the circles. Now left wing for Emma Day. Day had that big first quarter, hasn't scored since. And now Yost being too aggressive against Brungart, or there against Schubert, picks up the foul. That'll be the first on counts at a Yost. At that point, have to know that you're out 8 to 10 feet beyond the block. Just, you're sealed. Let Schubert catch it, and then hope your team can rally around you, because she had her sealed. Lane will check back in for TMP. Schubert's got it right side. Now she'll put it on the deck. Drive into a double team. Kick it for Malinowski, who traveled with it. Great closeout by Emily Lane. She got up onto her tippy toes and just a little bit too much. And a turnover. It's the 13th for Trego. For TMP, you got to find a way to score here. 2 would tie it. 3 would give you the lead. It's closing on 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Feel like a chance to take momentum back here in this game if TMP could find a way to score. Left side with it for Vaughn Linnell. Trying to get Lane open. Megan Hamo gets pushed down to the floor. Trying to set a screen. Baltazar traveled with it. Sophia frustrated, trying to get free. It's the 11th turnover for TMP. Have to give both teams credit. Coach McFarland talking to the official on the right side, who is going to throw it in on that right sideline. I think the question is, was there not a foul that Hamo got pushed to the deck trying to set a screen? I think both teams have been allowed to play a little bit in this one. Schubert down in between the circles, kicks it right side for Emma Day. They're trying to get that back screen for Schubert. She's open. She'll drive in, and an offensive foul. Great job by Baltazar to stand in and draw the foul. It's the 4th on Schubert, and TMP will get it back. And there's that TMP crowd we've been waiting on in this one. 4:35 to go in the fourth, 29-27. By the way, that's the 4th on Schubert, and it's the 8th on Trego. TMP will shoot free throws the rest of the way. You got to find a way to take advantage of it if you can. Hamill into the front court, right side for Vaughn Linnell. Ball in her hip pocket, now looking inside, will go to Hamill. Hamill right side. Lane is double teamed. Right side, Baltazar was open for a moment. Now Hamill, she'll fire the rainbow 3 that misses everything. Backside fight for the rebound, out of bounds off of Trego. They say Malinowski had it. And it will stay with Trego. TMP just 2 of 15 now from deep, with 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Make one of those, it softens up the defense inside. Emily Lane can't go anywhere without 2 shadows. Left side, TMP will give it up. Here's Hamill. She's open. She'll take the 3. This one too strong off the heel. On the deck, poked away and taken away by Schubert. She's got 4 rebounds in the contest. She'll race up the front court. Schubert, right side for Malinowski. Not a Walt. Walt's pass knocked away and stolen. JC Von Linnell will take it away. JC races into the front court. Dumps it left side. Yost layup, no good. Got her own rebound and then lost it in the hands of Madison Walt. Taken away by the Trego Golden Eagles. Up the floor they come. Right, wide open is Caroline Brungart. Missed the shot badly, and Von Linnell comes down with her 8th rebound for TMP. She'll push it up the floor, left side. Baltazar all the way to the bucket and scores. Tied at 29, 3:33 to go here in this fourth quarter, as Baltazar was able to get that bucket to go. A little bit of contact from behind as well. TMP ties this ball game up. Sophia Baltazar now with 9 in the contest. Game tied at 29. Monarchs needed that one. Emma Day left side. They'll go to the high post. Schubert draws a double team. Day straight on. She'll take the 3. Missed it badly. Ball's on the floor. Hamill had it for a moment. Now there's a fight for it and a timeout. Actually, we're going to get a held ball. The arrow belongs to TMP. Timeout on the floor taken by, I believe, Trego took the timeout. So the Monarchs are going to get it back on the alternate possession. For a moment, thought Coach McFarland, who I heard call for the timeout over here on the right side, was going to get it, but she did not. TMP Athletics brought to you apart by High Plains Roofing, State Glass Company, Thomas More Prep Marion, and Jeff Darrow and Linda Seibel at Edward Jones in Hayes. Scoreboard update for you. At halftime, we check in on our fellow Ellis County schools, where Ellenwood leads Victoria 24-21 through 3. Smith Center on top of Hoxie 40-34. Through 3 now, or just moments away from 3 full quarters there in Plainville. Russell leads 51-35 over the Plainville Lady Cards. Of course, for TMP, they'll have a matchup next Monday, or next Tuesday rather, on the road at Russell. Of course, the Monarchs play 4 of their next 5 games on the road. They've been road warriors on the season so far. TMP with 3:04 to go in the ball game. Tied at 29 with the basketball. Hamel, Von Linnell, Yost, Baltazar, and Lane, the 5 on the floor. Up the floor, Yost has it left side. Hamel will go get it back. Now they swing it for Von Linnell right side. JC trying to get open. Now they'll swing it back to the left baseline for Baltazar. Sophia just tied this ball game at 29 on that right side layup. Here's a pass forced inside and stolen away. It was into a double team, and Yost forces the turnover. It's the 12 for TMP. Schubert up the floor left side for Emma Day. Day a couple of dribbles. Now picks up her dribble. Needs some help. We'll find Malinowski with it. Malinowski left side for Schubert. Schubert drives the baseline. Step back long 2. Blocked by Yost and taken away by TMP. Cassidy Yost will get her second block of the contest, as Von Linnell now has 9 rebounds in the game. Yost was open right side. They're pretty much just leaving Yost almost wide open on the perimeter and then doubling Lane. Left side, Baltazar steps away from a screen, stops, draws a double team. Lane's open. Emily won't shoot it. Missed a 3 earlier. Probably had her best look at a shot all game long, and unfortunately it was from 3 because there was nobody in her hip pocket. Now a screen. Baltazar's open. She'll fire the 3. This one too strong, and Malinowski down with the rebound. TMP has struggled from deep. They are 2 of 18 of the contest. 1:45 to go in this one. Game tied at 29. Vault gets a play from Coach Crawford to the left. Stops, swings it right side for Emma Day. High post now. Schubert draws the double team, kicks it back to Emma Day. Not a Walt. They'll get it to Schubert. Left side, Malinowski traveled with it. Coach Crawford says she was bobbling it, but I'll call her for a travel. It's the 16th Trego turnover. Kaylee Walt will check in for Trego, and now we got a timeout on the floor taken by Coach McFarland. We're already past the top of the 7 o'clock hour. We owe you a station break. So let's pause for station identification here. You're listening to TMP-Marian Basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Paul Wartenberger Construction, Master Cleaners, Roof Masters Roofing, and Sheet Metal. Also brought to you by Insurance Planning. Trego in the first half led by as many as 10 at 14-4. Monarchs would answer with an 11-1 run, led at that point 16-15. Then Trego scored the final 7 points in the first half and led at halftime 22-16. Monarchs would take the lead at 23-22 with just over 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trego, though, is able to retake the lead through 3 at 29-26. And now the Monarchs have scored 3 straight here in this fourth quarter. Make it 29 all with 1.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout, Trego's going to extend their pressure. Allen, Lane, Baltazar, Hamel, and Von Linnell, the 5 on the floor for TMP. Monarchs get it into Hamel left side. Megan will spin away from a defender, and with that left-handed dribble, race up the left side. Hamel goes in, bounce pass at the feet of Allen. Good catch by Kylie on the right side, and then we get a timeout taken by TMP. Baltazar was open, but that was dangerous on that right side as Baltazar was into a double team, and Coach McFarland says, I've got timeouts, might as well use them. Maybe saving a possession for TMP. 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Monarchs and the Golden Eagles tied at 29. Our game brought to you in part by Ellis County Abstract and Title, Jeter Law Firm, Adams Brown, and Progressive Physical Therapy. Out of the timeout, TMP will have it. Game tied at 29. Monarchs trying to move to 4 straight wins and stay unbeaten in the Mid-Continent League. Trego trying to keep pace. Knock TMP off for the first time in the MCL race. Hamel to key it in. Right side will get it to Lane. Lane working against Schubert for Baltazar with 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hamel with it off to that right side. Left side to the wing is Allen. Allen has it in her hip pocket for Lane. They'll swing it right side for Megan Hamel. Hamel fakes the pass, not a ball to Zors. TMP swings it back to Hamel on the right side. Von Little's posting up. Instead, they'll go to Lane. Now left side with it for Baltazar. Baltazar sets a screen for Allen. Throws it for Allen off to screen. And now to Hamel. 50 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Von Little, no hesitation, now left side for Allen. Looks like TMP maybe trying to hold for a final shot here with 40 seconds to go. Trying to extend the possession. Hamel takes a peek at Coach McFarland, and now the official down to our right. Left-handed dribble. Now we'll go left side for Allen with 30. Allen finds Von Little with it. JC right side for Hamel. Hamel finds Baltazar off a screen, right back to Megan Hamel, right side in front of Coach McFarland with 20. 29 all, TMP with 18 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to hold for the final shot. Hamel, timeout taken by Coach McFarland with 12.8 seconds to go. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here as Coach McFarland has a chance to draw up a final play. This brings back flashes of just a couple years ago when the Trego Golden Eagles were here the last time. And it was a fantastic finish that saw TMP get a last-second shot to beat the Trego Golden Eagles. It was just 2 years ago. So we'll see what Coach McFarland and company has drawn up. Monarchs trailed much of this ball game. .8 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. So out of the timeouts, 12.8 seconds to go. TMP will have it. They'll key it in on that left sideline with Hamel, Lane, Von Linnell, along with Baltazar. And then also, here's a pass over the top for Lane. Kylie Allen's the fifth player out there for TMP with 10. 29 all. Hamel will go to the high post for Lane. Emily turns. She's going to put it on the deck, draw into a double team, lost it out of bounds. Schubert and company with the double team force a TMP turnover. It's their 13th of the game with 0.8 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. And now the official here on the near sideline wants to go talk to the official underneath. I think maybe argue there could have been some contact on the dribbler, but they let him play through it. So with 0.8 seconds to go, now I think they maybe want to put some extra time on the clock. They want to put 1.5 on the clock, it looks like. Coach Shelby Crawford's going to get a timeout. All right. So Coach Crawford will take the timeout. They will put 1.5 seconds on the clock. So it's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. Game tied at 29. It's just a couple of years ago, it was Jillian Lowe who knocked down that game winner for TMP. Trego has a couple of timeouts left. So we'll see what they decide to do defensively. Monarchs got, I think, the look they wanted. With Lane at the high post, they were just going to ISO her on the dribble drive. She dribbled into a double team and had it knocked away. Emma Day, I think, was the one who got a piece of that with pretty good defense. And with 1.5 seconds to go, the officials get together and put that on the clock. And now we'll see what Coach Crawford decides to do. If you're TMP, you can't let anybody get behind you. Monarchs with Trego with 2 down on the baseline. A little bit of miscommunication. Kaylee Walt will key it in. Out there with Madison Walt, Malinowski, Day, and Schubert. Got to go the length of the floor. Kaylee Walt with a baseball pass, caught by Schubert. Schubert will travel with it before the shot got off, and we head to the fourth quarter. She got a pretty good look at it, but she traveled with it at midcourt. They called a foul on the floor on TMP, but they say it was over. She traveled with the basketball. The officials are going to wave it off. So they call it a foul on Von Linnell for TMP. And so there's no shot and they'll go to overtime. So we'll take a 1-minute timeout. I thought they were going to call a travel. They call a foul. 29 all. We head to the overtime period. Back in 1 minute on the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Head to the overtime period. It's the first overtime game of the year for TMP. Monarchs will be on the defensive end to start out this overtime period. They actually called a foul on Von Lindell at the end of that. It looked like they had called Schubert for a foul, or rather for a travel. Instead, they called Von Lindell for a foul, but it was on the floor at the end of the game, so it will stay. No shots there at the end. As Trego will have it, they'll go to Schubert to the high post, guarded by Allen. She'll put it on the floor. Stop, turn of it, blocked by Von Lindell, and taken away by Kylie Allen. Allen will lead the 3-on-2 TMP break. Right side for Baltazar, and now as they missed Allen wide open, will reset the offense. Von Lindell's got a couple of blocks in this one, none bigger than that one, as they will set it up. Here's a long 2 right side that misses badly off the glass for Baltazar, but Lane comes down with a huge offensive rebound. Von Lindell with it left side as TMP will reset. 29 all, 3:20 to go here in the overtime period. Baltazar, left side, gets a screen from Von Lindell. Pick and roll, knocked away and stolen by Emma Day. Turnover number 14 for TMP. Day will race up the floor, and with some contact, hits the shot anyway. Tried the little Euro step and got it to go. Day with 9, 31-29 with 3 minutes to go here in the overtime period. TMP trailing by 2. Left side, Baltazar and Lane again with the pick and roll. Sophia picked up her dribble over the top right side for Hamel. Hamel had some space with 2:45 now to go in the overtime period. They'll go right side to Megan. Megan surveys the defense. Out of Von Lindell. Von Lindell, one dribble, then back to Hamel right wing. Guarded by Walt, goes away from it and threw it away. They tried a little pocket pass that time and stolen. TMP with their 15th turnover. Schubert on the other end is going to miss the layup, but they call a foul on TMP. That's on Emily Lane. That's her 5th.
Fouls on the Monarchs, number 10. Emily
So
Lane.
she'll foul out in the overtime period with 2:26 to go. Coach McFarland's going to take the timeout. 31-29. TMP trails by 2. 2:26 to play here in the overtime period. We'll have free throws for Lily Schubert out of the timeouts. TMP trailed by 10 to start the second quarter. Led by 1 at 16-15 and then trailed by 6 at the break. We're able to come back and lead early in the fourth quarter by 1 at 23-22. Led by 2 at 25-23. But trailed by 4. Or that was in the third quarter, trailed by 4. Would eventually in the fourth quarter tie the game at 29. But the lone bucket here this overtime period is for Emma Day. She has 9, had 7 in the first quarter. Trego out of the timeout with Malinowski, Day, Schubert, and Madison and Kaylee Walt. TMP with 2:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll have to do it without Emily Lane, who fouled out. TMP with Yost, Von Lindell, Allen, Hamel, and Baltazar, the 5 on the floor. Schubert will shoot 2. And the first one is good. Schubert with an 8 in the contest. She's perfect 2 of 2 at the line. She's a 78% free throw shooter, 32-29. Second one on the way, good as well. 9 in the game for Schubert, 33-29. TMP down 4 with the basketball. With 2:20 to go here in this one. Baltazar right side for Hamel. Hamel gets a screen from Von Lennel. It's a little pick and roll, and they throw it away again. That's the third time they threw it away on that little pick and pop or the pick and drag. And unfortunately, Trego will get it back on top by 4 with 2:05 to play in the overtime period at 33-29. Madison Walt's pass right side for Kaylee Walt. Now off to Emma Day. Finds Malinowski with it and Madison Walt. Back to Kaylee Walt. Right side with 1:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Monarchs are down 4. Going to have to find a way to steal the basketball as Madison Walt picks up her dribble. Off to the left side for Emma Day. Day will go around a screen, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Trego. A full timeout, we'll keep it right here. 2 final scores to get to you. Girls action.
Full legal timeout.
Ace High will beat Scott City tonight by the final of 38-33. And Smith Center holds off Hoxie. That final tonight, 50-38. Smith Center moves to 4-2 in the Mid-Continent League. Hoxie drops to just 1-3 in the MCL. Out of the timeout, it will be Trego basketball. If you're Coach McFarland and company, you need early turnovers. Can't find a way to get a turnover, you got to foul immediately. Emma Day would be a good person to foul. Tilly Malinowski and Kaylee Waltz, all right at 60% or below, which is why, of course, you don't figure that Coach Crawford would have them touch the basketball here in the final minutes. They'll get it into Malinowski. They don't foul her. Now back to Madison Walt. Walt with 1.5 minutes to go. TMP trying to ratchet up the pressure. Picks up her dribble. Walt needs some help, but she picked up her dribble. She'll pass it over the top, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Trego.
30 seconds.
So 30-second timeout taken by Trego. Monarchs did a pretty good job to force Trego to pick up the basketball. Force the timeout. TMP trails by 4, 33-29. Monarchs have struggled from three-point range, something they have excelled at over the last handful of games. Still only at 25% from the season, but for TMP, just 2 of 18 from three-point range. Also really struggling from the floor as well. Out of the timeout, Monarchs on the defensive end. Trego will key it into Schubert. Schubert working against Yost, will drive, kick it left side. Malinowski won't shoot the 3, and then Von Little reaches in and commits the foul. It's the second on Von Little. It's the make it the 8th team foul, so it's 1-1 for Tilly Malinowski, the 5'10 senior. She's a 60% free throw shooter. Down 4. First free throw for Malinowski, well short. She got her own rebound, goes up, can't score it, but Allen will come down with it. Monarchs get a break as Malinowski pulled down her own rebound. Up the floor, Baltazar picked up her dribble. She needs some help on the right side. We'll find Hamel. Hamel, guarded by Walt, goes to the high post for Von Lennel. JC will stop, find Baltazar off a screen from 3, too strong. Yost tips it, and Hamel will come down with it. TMP with Hamel, Baltazar with it, lost it, and it's out of bounds. Baltazar was touching it when she was out of bounds. It went through the hands of Schubert. She was also nearly out of bounds. But they'll say that. But Baltazar was out of bounds. TMP just 2 of 19 from 3 in this one. Brungart checks in for Trego, so they get another ball handler and Brungart, and then as we get a quick foul on Emma Day by Baltazar, that'll be the 4th on Sophia. So Day will walk to the other end and shoot a 1-on-1. It's the 9th team foul against TMP. You got what you needed on one end, despite the fact that you gave up an offensive rebound on a free throw. You were able to get the missed free throw and got a decent look for Baltazar coming off a screen for 3, but couldn't convert. And now Day, who's a 61% free throw shooter at the line, and it's good. It's a big free throw to make it 34-29. TMP has not scored in the overtime. Amadei into double figures with 10. And the second day free throw too strong. Von Little down with a rebound, her 10th of the game. Von Little with under 50 seconds now to go in the fourth quarter. Up the floor, Baltazar for Von Little. Not a Hamel with it. 45 seconds to go. Here's a screen. Hamel deep three blocked by Walton, taken away by the Trego Golden Eagles. And now Hamel with a foul into the backcourt. Madison Walt blocked the shot, then got the rebound. Hamel will commit the foul. It's her second, and now 2 free throws for Madison Walt. Walt's 0 of 2 at the line. 68% free throw shooter. 5-point lead for Trego. 34-29 in the overtime period. First Walt free throw is good. 35-29 with 40 seconds to go in the overtime. Second free throw, good as well. That's huge. 36-29 on a pair of Madison Walt free throws, 6 in the game for her. Hamel into the front court with 35 seconds to go in this overtime period. Hamel needs some help, got some space, finds Von Little. Stop. Here's a deep Baltazar three that is good. Sophia rattles home the 3. Timeout taken by TMP. Baltazar with 12 in the game. It pulls them within 4 at 36-32. But it took to the overtime period with 27 seconds to go for TMP to get a second half three-pointer. They are just 3 of 20 from downtown in the ball game. Baltazar has 2. She banked in the first one. Then rattled home that one. That's huge for TMP. It gets back within 4, but still not a lot of time left. 27 seconds to go in the overtime. Coach McFarland gets the timeout. So if you're TMP, again, after the inbound, if you can't get a steal, you got to foul immediately. Other score of note, just because we're keeping an eye on the Norton girls sub-state, the Goodland girls look like they're all their way on their way already to a win. They're up at halftime, 47-15 over St. Francis. So Goodland will, with that win, which it looks like it's all but already at halftime secure, they'll move to 12-2, which is good enough for the second seed in that Norton sub-state. TMP currently the 3 seed in that sub-state. Trego will get it into Schubert. Schubert is going to be fouled as Von Little reaches up and grabs her. Officials could have called her for a intentional. She just reached up and grabbed a hold of her from behind, but they'll let him play through it. Schubert will shoot 2. Like any other official, is the free throw off the mark for Schubert. Like any other time, maybe could have called that. Instead, they'll let him play. As Schubert will shoot the second one, and it's good. She makes 1 of 2. Schubert hits the double-digit mark here at 37-20 or 37-32. TMP into the front court with Hamel. Picked up her dribble, needs some help. She'll find Von Little with it. JC1 dribble, Nada Yost with 15. Left side, Kylie Allen, a baseline 3, short arms it. Brungart clears out Baltazar, rebound down to Brungart, and Baltazar will pick up the foul. That'll do it for Sophia. So in the overtime period with 7.7 seconds to go, Sophia will foul out. What the Monarchs decide to do. No Hannah Garcia. Jessica Herman has played, so you may see Jessica. Free throw good for Caroline Brungart. Timeout taken by Trego. Brungart has 3 in the game. It's a full timeout. Just across the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, we owe you a station break. Let's do that now. We're going to take it's just a 30-second timeout. We'll still pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is TMP-Marian basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
TMP has won the last 2 meetings with Trego. Actually, TMP won earlier. Trego has won 2 of the last 3, but TMP still leads the series 6 of the last 8. With 7.7 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Brungart will shoot 1 more free throw. where she just knocked down a free throw. Monarchs actually called that on Kylie Allen, so I thought that was on Baltazar. That's actually on Kylie Allen. So Baltazar did not foul out. Thought they had said 12 instead of 32. Brungart will shoot one more with 7.7 seconds to go here in this fourth period. Brungart just made one. Her second free throw is good. 39-32, 7 seconds to go here in the overtime. TMP will race across the timeline with Hamel for Lane. That'll Baltazar with it. Out by that volleyball line, she'll take a step back three, and that'll do it. In overtime, the Trego Golden Eagles will pick up the victory as they will move to pick up win number 11 on the year, move to 11-3, 5-1 in the Mid-Continent League. TMP will fall to 10-3 and 4-1 in the MCL. Our final here, 39-32 in favor of the Trego Golden Eagles. Monarchs led by Baltazar, who finished with 12. She's the only one in double figures for TMP. Meanwhile, for Trego, Emma Day finishes with 10, and Lily Schubert with 10 in the game as well. Again, our final here, 39-32. Trego wins in overtime on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.